Right now, though, time to check in with our man, James Ware, who's live and local this morning, out meeting the people and the places that make us who we are. Morning, James.
Good morning, Dan. You know, we do. We take a lot of pride in our student athletes here in Southeast Texas. A lot of them have gone on to do big things, and one of them is Tony Brown, who has some big aspirations. And I'm just going to put it like this. If the recruiting process has been something else, but you just name the school and they're interested in Tony Brown. He's gotten letters from just about every college in the country. Football sensation, track sensation, and a very colorful guy. Tony, thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir.
Just a little history about you. He's going to be leaving high school early. He's going to play football at Ozan his senior year, but graduate early and then go off to college. And you say you're going to be running track. After that, you'll be participating in the track seasons at some college.
Yes, sir. That's actually why I'm leaving early. I'm leaving early to participate in college and hopefully pull off what Robert Griffin did. He got third in the NCAAs as a senior in high school, going in early. So I hope to do that in the 110 hurdles and whatever else event I can make it in.
Well, it puts a big target on your back. You're the fastest time in the nation at a 13:38. It's the fastest any high school kid has run in the nation. So what does that say, and what does that mean to you?
I mean, being fast in the nation, that's cool and that's all right. But I found that I'm number 2 in the world. So I mean, I'm going into Columbia knowing that I'm gunning for somebody else and it's not somebody gunning for me this time. So that helps me with my workouts all the time.
You've been very tight-lipped on where you're going to college. You've spent the summer trying to narrow it down, but you plan on visiting 5 schools.
Yes, sir, definitely. I'm going to take 5 visits during the fall semester, and my decision will be after those 5 visits.
What is the recruiting process like to you?
You know, I've been having fun with it. A lot of guys can get bogged down when you're a top recruit going through this recruiting process. So I just try to have as much fun with it and learn as much as I can throughout the whole process. Just talking to these coaches and mingling with them and just picking their brains and learning anything that I can.
Well, let me ask you this. What is it you'll be looking for when you visit these schools?
Just the feeling. I try to separate myself because I mean, they roll out the red carpet for you when you go there, but all that stuff's not going to be there when you're actually at the school. So I try to separate myself from the group and see how I feel just by myself, and whichever school I feel the best at when I'm by myself, I think that's where I'll be going.
Let's take this angle, football versus track.
Well, I love both sports. Both sports I've loved my whole life. I started off running track, and then tackle football came. But I mean, those are the 2 loves of my life. I mean, honestly, I hate separating them, so I won't separate them. I'm going into college to run both, and I'm going to pursue my career as far as both of them can go.
Yeah. Olympic dreams, that's something you have your eyes set on for 2016.
Oh, definitely. I think it'll be in. I mean, definitely. I definitely have Olympic dreams. I feel like any track athlete who runs track, who's been running track their whole life, should have Olympic dreams. You shouldn't just cut it off anywhere, like I'll just run track in college and that'll be it. I feel like everybody should have Olympic aspirations, and that's what my goals are. And I mean, I'm going there to win the Olympics. I'm not going there to get second or third or anything like that.
Talk about your family history a little bit. Mom and dad, both athletes.
My dad was an athlete. He ran track and played football for Purdue and Texas Tech. My mom played basketball and ran track in high school, but she didn't pursue a track career into college. But she was a Naismith Award winner in Texas for best basketball player. So, I mean, that background goes as far as that. And my mom has a twin brother, and that's my uncle. So he went to the NFL. He ran track and played football in college also at Texas Tech.
Well, he's got an inspirational story concerning his dad. We'll talk about that coming up in our next segment. But, of course, your sister, Beloved Brown, she's going to LSU. And I don't know if that's any leniency towards you, but LSU, that's where she's going on a track scholarship.
Oh, definitely. Going to make my decision, it won't really be based off where she made her decision. That we sort of cut that in dirt immediately. So, I mean, she made her decision for her. That's where she wanted to go to school. It wasn't anything about me because LSU was recruiting me first. And a lot of people don't know that, but LSU was recruiting me first when I was a freshman. And she made that decision for her. That was where she wanted to be. She loved the visit. She loved the coaches and all of that. So she's going to make her decision for her, and I'm going to make my decision for me.
All right. A lot more coming up throughout the morning. We'll talk again with Tony Brown coming up a little later in the show, Dan.
All right. Thanks, James. Again, introducing you to the people and places that make us who we are.